Okay, so we're here once again in Sword Factory, and today I'm going to be showing you guys basically how to get trillions every single hour. So obviously the results will depend on your level. However, this trick does work for everyone no matter what level you're actually at and no matter how much money you have. However, you will just need to kind of find your own little sweet point. But let's just basically go over how to basically get the most out of your machine and get trillions within hours. So as you can see right now, I have all of mine kind of reset down to level 1. So the first things first, obviously, you just want to go ahead and get your conveyor up to level 100, just because then it's obviously going to move a little bit quicker. And then what I'm going to do is I'll show you first with the molder. Now, obviously, I'm going to put this up to level 350, just because I know a lot of people will have level 350 anyways. So level 350 molder with, I believe that's Prestige 6. If we go ahead behind the machine right now, as you can see, obviously we do have quite a lot of look options set up. Now if you go ahead and turn on the times 64 look like so, you can actually see how long this takes, and it takes a lot longer than it should do. This is around like 18 seconds or so, which really is not optimal whatsoever. So what you want to actually go ahead and do is actually turn it down to something more like 16 times. Now you'll be able to see in a moment once this goes through and the next one comes through, as you can see, instantly goes through it, and actually it got a better mold, which is actually insane as well. So basically the reason why you want to go ahead and put it down to something more like 16 times is so then obviously it's going to pass straight through, and with the 16 times look, it's still going to get some pretty decent molds on it or whatever. The same for the rest of them. Say you even have this on the appraiser, make sure you put it down to something like 16 times, and then obviously you're then going to be going straight through. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is put all of these up to level 350 and show you exactly what I mean. So basically what this does is it means that it goes straight through your machine really quickly, straight through each and every part. I'm actually going to keep the classifier down to level 100 because the classifier doesn't actually matter. But yeah, here we go, 350 down on the upgrader. The enchanter can be a little bit weird. Sometimes you need to turn it down to just the previous level of look. From what I've experienced anyway, sometimes it does take a little bit longer, which I'm not sure why. But let's just get all of these up to level 350. Now, obviously with no luck on all of these, they are just kind of passing straight through. But if I go ahead and put all 16 times luck on these, just like so, obviously again, skipping out the classifier because that doesn't matter, and then 16 times on the polisher too, you'll see that basically all of these are still going through instantly as if they're on just like level 100 or with the 1 times luck. And what this does is it basically gives you more or less like something like this. Your cell station will start to fill up with really nice high value swords. Now obviously these won't be exactly that high value for some people who have much more higher things. And as you can see, even here, we're getting some like 1.8 billions coming through as well. So basically, instead of having everything set to like the max luck you can get, and having everything take like a whole minute and a half to go through the whole machine, you can do something like this. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and show you is what this actually looks like for someone like me who has really high levels, really high net worth and stuff like that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is put my molder up to level 600 like so, my polisher up to level 600 too. Obviously, I will leave my classifier down to level 100 just because it does absolutely nothing towards my value. I'll go ahead and put the upgrade up to 550. Again, the enchanter can be a little bit weird. However, once it gets to around 550, it does just work normally anyway. And then again, I'm going to put the appraiser up as high as I basically can get it. So there we go, like that. And then I'm going to also do another one like so, just to get it up to level 600, because we all love high level stuff. So basically what we're going to go ahead and do now is, because I have mine like quite high levels, I can actually turn this up to 32 times luck. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Again, ignoring the classifier like so, making sure we do actually turn the upgrader on, and the molder as well, all on 32 times luck. Now you'll see again, these are all going through each little individual part more or less instantly, as you can see like so. And basically what that means is that my cell station obviously again is going to fill up like an absolute ton. And right now, as you can see, once some of the older ones will start to kind of like fade out and stuff, you'll start to see here and here we're starting to get 2 billion, 3 billion swords and stuff like that, another 3 billion up there, and obviously some will sneak through that are like 500 to 1 billion or something like that, which isn't obviously the best. However, obviously getting through with 1 billion swords and stuff like that, there we go, another 4 billion is really, really good. So obviously that way you can kind of just sit around AFK for a little bit and your money will slowly go up. However, there is obviously more tricks you can do that do actually involve the boss coins. So quickly coming into the shop right now, obviously if you go ahead and buy 3 times cash, that's going to be really, really good. Whoops, pressing the wrong thing. Because then obviously these things here are going to be selling for like 3 billion. This one here for 7 billion. Obviously then it's going to sell for like, what, 21 billion, which is going to be really, really nice. And then another one here, 9 billion, going to be selling for 27 billion. So obviously what I'm going to go ahead and do now is actually buy this just to kind of show you what I mean. So I'm going to go ahead and buy the Robux version, obviously because I don't have enough boss coins, because I already used this trick beforehand. And then also another thing you want to do is buy the 3 times luck. Now obviously this only affects for the machine and not the ascender, but obviously it seems though this video is about the machine, it is still going to work. And basically what that's going to do, obviously once my kind of sell station starts to filter out and stuff, as you can see, we're starting to get 77 billion, 41 billion up here, 19 billion, 44 billion, 46 billion, which is really, really insane. And you'll start to see my money start to shoot up. And obviously you might have seen from the video yesterday where I had around 70 or 60 trillion net worth. However, just after an hour of doing this, I have shot up a whole 60 trillion, which is insane. So as you can see right now, yeah, we're getting some more 70 billions, 40 billions, 30 billions. Now, obviously, this is going to be a lot better for me because I have such high levels on all of my stuff. However, this trick will work for any level. You'll obviously get similar results for progression, basically, in terms of where you are in the game. So I would definitely use this trick, and I would definitely go out and grind some boss coins. As you can see here, 100 billion there in the sell station. And another thing that this helps as well is that when you do if you do overnight or something, using maybe 5 hours of luck, obviously that's 800. So it's basically going to be 1600 boss coins, which is going to take a little bit of grinding. But then obviously you're going to start to get a lot of good swords as well in your bank. Like as you can see, I have gotten a ton of these unique miners. Whoops, I didn't mean to pick them up. We've also got an exquisite godly plus there as well, which is insane at 500 billion of value coming out there. We have a phenomenal amethyst sword here, 331 billion, and obviously I can go ahead and get that omega plus way higher than that. And then obviously, even with my prize position here, you can also get topaz out of it as well. So this trick really, really is overpowered, and obviously this is the trick that all of the current leaderboard players are using, I would assume anyway. So yeah, this is basically how to get as much money as you possibly can. Obviously, if you are lower than like a level 350 on your molder or any of your machines, I just would recommend going ahead and just trying to level up as quickly as you possibly can. Get it up to level 350, have more or less everything apart from your classifier on level 350 or above, and then just set it to 16 times luck. Then once you start to get more or less around where I'm at right now, you can go ahead and then set it to 32 times luck. And obviously you can set it to 64 times luck. However, that does then take around 8 seconds, so it's not really the quickest. And then obviously on top of that, if you really want to grind it out, you can go ahead and get more cash and the more XP game passes, faster machines, and that basically doubles how quickly your machines are moving. And then also better luck can help sometimes, although it's not exactly the biggest boost in the world. And then also faster conveyor, 50% faster, is also really, really amazing. And yeah, as you can see, my sell station more or less fills up at least halfway, which is amazing with just high value swords. As you can see, 54 billion, 25 billion. That is probably like one of the minimum, as you would see. And then also there, as you can see as well in the background there, a diamond sword as well. I believe the thumbnail also has a diamond sword in it as well. So yeah, this method is basically the best method on how to get money, basically. And it genuinely does work for any part of the game that you're in, no matter what level you are. Just make sure that you do find the sweet spot, obviously, depending on like if you have like level 100 and stuff like that. You can maybe do something like 4 times or 2 times, and it will still work more or less the same. Obviously, you just won't get as much money as I'm getting right now. But yeah, over the course of this video, as you can see, we've basically earned another 8 trillion more or less. And what we've been recording for just a couple minutes. So yeah, definitely use this trick. Definitely grind up to get some boss coins as well, so you can go ahead and get 5 hours of times 3 cash and times 3 luck. And that way, you're just going to be getting a lot of good things. And even in here, sometimes, as you can see, we get some hyper swords up here as well, 220 billion there. And even sometimes, you might see a godly minus even sneak in here, depending on what you've got in your bank at. But yeah, really, really overpowered method. And as you can see, even my bank is looking insane right now. So I would recommend using this method if you want to kind of like level up quickly. You can also then go ahead and buy the 3 times XP as well. It'll work. But yeah, really OP method. I do recommend you guys use it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.